kids, one broke dad. Let's go thrift shopping for my kids' Christmas present. I'm really starting to stress out because I literally only have 2 gifts and Christmas is right around the corner now. My daughter absolutely loves Elsa. I found this doll, but I don't know how to fix its hair, so if you do, let me know.
They have essentially 3 full-time incomes to provide for their family, and yet they're still here panhandling to the masses, to people who are actually low income.
On my For You page on TikTok, this guy keeps popping up. And in his captions and descriptions on his videos, he says that he is a broke solo dad. So I was like, oh, well, anyone who's a solo parent, your heart goes out to them. And for a few years, I was a solo parent and I know how hard that can be. So I thought I would watch some of his content. But then I found out actually he's not a solo dad and is not necessarily broke either. After watching a few of his videos, another creator came up and she had plenty to say about this solo dad, and her name is Your Mum.
I have kept my mouth shut about this for over a year. Like, I have some videos that are in my drafts about this creator. When they started pissing me off, seeing their videos pop on my For You page literally a year ago, it has come to a point where I'm like, somebody needs to talk about this. So consider this part 1. The reason why this person originally came on my For You page is because, as a lot of you know, I was a solo parent for the first 18 months of my son's life. Solo, which means alone, doing it by myself with 0 help, 0 financial help, 0 support, 0 emotional support. See this guy's video pop up on my For You page. Chris, the solo dad. And I think to myself, oh my gosh, like, I'm not the only parent out there doing it alone. He had 2 or 3 kids, was solo, doing it alone, showing that he was a healthcare worker. So he worked 3 13-hour shifts. And during those shifts, his mom or a sitter would watch the children, and he would go straight from work, straight home to watch the kids. His content was so deceptive. So deceptive.
When you're a solo parent, it is nice to know that you are not the only one. And finding content of a guy who's a solo parent is not as rare as it used to be. But the only problem is, as we go through this video, we're going to find out that he is not actually a solo parent. I mean, what would you class as a solo parent? Me personally, I would class it as someone who is bringing up their children on their own without a wife, partner, or significant other. That may be a sitter or a member of your family, or a kindergarten is having your child whilst you are at work. But allegedly, that is not the case.
He is deceiving his followers. Imagine my surprise when I find out that this man is not only married, has a full partner, his wife, who not only fully is involved in parenting and raising his children under the same roof as him, but also works full-time and gives a full-time income to their family. He considers himself a solo parent simply because he works an opposite shift of his wife. So because he takes care of his children while his wife is at work, which by the way is exactly what she does while he's at work, suddenly now he's a solo parent. You've got to be joking me. Like, the fact that he is calling himself a solo parent is a slap in the face to us actual solo parents doing it alone without help. Like, not only do you have the help of your wife, you have her financial support, her second income, her emotional support. Like, you're not a solo parent. Because even though there are times when you watch your children alone, which any parent does, millions and millions of mothers every single day watch their children while their husband goes to work.
Let's go back to the broke bit for a minute. Chris works in a hospital profession. I'm not sure what he does, but it's been alleged that he earns at least 6 figures a year. And on his TikTok account, He has got over 720,000 followers. And TikTok is not the only account he's got. He has also got Instagram as well and other social media. And I've been led to believe that in total, he has followers to the tune of 1.8 million. So he posts on these social medias regularly, and therefore he is earning at least another six-figure income just from that. And allegedly, he has a wife, and she works in the medical profession the same as him, not necessarily the same job, but earning the same type of money. So how the hell can you have three incomes coming into a house and call yourself broke?
Purposely has never shown his wife in a single video on his page as well, which also is very deceptive because he wants to continue to run with the narrative that he's a single dad, solo dad, doing it alone, has no help, has no support, blah, blah, blah. You are simply a parent to your children. Like bare minimum, literally bare minimum. And the fact that he also doesn't address it and he has a lot of keywords blocked out. Like if you type wife or you type partner in his comment section, the comments filtered. Like he does it on purpose to run with that narrative. He's never cleared the air. He's never cleared it up. The one time that he was asked about it, he simply said, oh, well, she doesn't like to be on camera. She doesn't like to be filmed. The second part of the beef that I have with this man is the way that he exploits his children for money. When it's little Ren and her mother, everyone's so quick to say like, oh, kids aren't content, that's exploitation, like protect your kids. But suddenly when it's this dad doing the exact same thing, by the way, he shows his daughters in their swimsuits, in their diapers, getting changed, when they've thrown up on the floor, all of these like very intimate moments, by the way.
In my opinion, and I'm sure in yours, we can all agree it doesn't matter who's making the videos of children, it is still wrong to post them online for money. It is okay to put the odd family video on social media for future purposes, i.e., when your kids are older, showing them the videos of themselves. But to actually do it on a regular basis for money is absolutely disgusting. And as you already know, if you watch my channel a lot, it is something I absolutely hate.
This guy has 1.8 million followers. Like, I don't know if you can grasp how much that is. This man makes beyond a full-time income from social media. The fact that he has this level of following and he is still trying to cosplay as low income or poor, or come thrifting with me as a poor dad of 3. I can't afford to buy my kids clothes, so let's go thrift and see what we can find. Or I only have $14 to spend on my children's dinner. Like, let's see if I can buy them all dinner. It is all so fabricated that it's not even funny. People just see his videos on their For You page and find him that way. So of course they don't know. They see that, like the comments, the way they're filled with people being like, do you have an Amazon wish list? Like, can I buy your kids a coat? Like things like this where they're like, let me send you, I'll Venmo you $50 to buy your kids dinner. Honestly, so disgusting and so dystopian. The fact that this man who makes over 6 figures on social media, makes probably over 6 figures at his full-time job, and then his wife makes over 6 figures. They have essentially 3 full-time incomes to provide for their family, and yet they're still here panhandling to the masses, to people who are actually low income.
Next, Chris is going to explain to us the difference between solo and single parenting.
Can you explain single versus solo parenting? Single parenting, like you don't have a partner or anyone that's there to help you. And it's like an everyday thing. Solo parenting is like pretty much like if you have a partner, you could be married, you could be whatever, but you have a partner, you're taking care of the kids when they're away. So they could be like deployed or working or whatever, long shifts. Sometimes I work like, gosh, some of the shifts are horrible, especially during COVID.
Just because that's how Chris sees it in his mind, I don't necessarily agree with him. I think he's using a play on words to get people to donate to him and to sponsor him. And believe me, he has a lot of sponsored content. I'm not going to show any of it here to help his channel out, but just trust me, it's there. And the next video is where he takes us thrifting for Christmas presents because he is broke.
Kids, one broke dad. Let's go thrift shopping for my kids' Christmas present. Really starting to stress out because I literally only have 2 gifts and Christmas is right around the corner now. My daughter absolutely loves Elsa. I found this doll, but I don't know how to fix its hair. So if you do, let me.
How can you honestly say you are broke if you have got allegedly 3 full-time incomes coming into a household? That's not the kind of broke I've ever been. I mean, I've been broke where I've had to sell things to pay the rent or to feed my children. That is broke. This guy is definitely not that broke. And in Chris's comments, this is how he addresses what is being said.
Kids, one broke dad. Today we're shopping at the Dollar Tree. A lot of people were upset in one of my videos because I call myself a broke dad. What should I say instead? A dad on a strict budget with 3 colleges to pay for and a ton of student debt?
Yes, that's absolutely what you should say, and then you wouldn't be misleading people. I mean, how desperate have you got to be for money that you are willing to mislead people in this way? I mean, TikTok certainly has a lot to answer for, doesn't it? Well, that's it for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, hit the like button, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye for now.